Welcome back, everybody. Glad to have you back. Hope you enjoyed the first video. This is part 2 of the ultimate watering system. Today we are going to explain to you on how to install it in the coop. Welcome back, everybody. Glad to have you back. Hope you enjoyed the first video. This is part 2 of the ultimate watering system. Today we are going to explain to you on how to install it in the coop. Now, in my coop, it's going to be different than your coop. First of all, you're going to have to build some sort of shelf or whatever for the bucket to sit on. Now, I happen to build this certain type of shelf. If you remember earlier, I was talking about not taking the handle off. Now, if you notice here, I had put a hook in the wall to give my bucket more support. This will stop it from being tipped over or whatever. Also allows me to take the cap off. Now, what you'll need for this job is a skill saw, a drill with the screw bit, a hammer, a screwdriver, and a pair of PVC pipe cutters, a T-square, a box of 1 1/4 inch screws. I'm using drywall screws today. A few sticks of PVC pipe. Depending on how you're going to run your system, it'll depend on how many pipes you need. A tape measure. 3 valve PVC, 1/2 inch. Everything we're using today is 1/2 inch. I'm running 1/2 inch because it creates a higher volume. A bag of elbows, 2 tees, and of course your PVC primer and glue. A couple of bags of, depending on how long you're going to run your system, of conduit fasteners. They're called 2-pipe strip holders. ⅞ inch drill bit. Now, how I do it is I cut everything, I put it together, and I get it situated the way I want. I might have to cut a little here, cut a little there. I do not glue it all together until my final. So, let's get started on this project. So, first of all, we're going to be doing our drain. If you remember right, we had put a drain in the bottom of this. Now, there is a purpose for this, because it's going to serve two purposes. It's going to serve the purpose of draining and being able to clean our bucket out and add fresh water in all the time along with the garden hose. And also, you'll be able to wash dishes, your hands, whatever it may be. You have like a little system out here to be able to have water right here by your coop. So first of all, we're going to take one of our valves. We're going to take and put an elbow on that with a (1.5-inch) piece of PVC pipe. We're going to take that, we're going to put it underneath here on our drain. We're not going to glue it yet. We're going to come and put one of our valves on the end of that. We're going to take a little piece here with a 2-inch piece of PVC pipe on it. And we're going to set that right there. So what you're going to wind up with is a system like this. Now I put my handle underneath so my grandkids can't play with it really. It's kind of out of sight, out of mind thing. And you can slightly turn this or put it directly where you want. This is going to allow you to have that. You can run it out longer if you'd like. I kind of like mine to stay right underneath. So now we have our drain system set up. It has the valve on it to shut it off and on. And we are going to go and start inlet. We're going to need a piece of PVC pipe for that. We're going to need to add a key into this, like that. We're going to get our pieces of PVC here, 1.5-inch. The reason why I'm using 1.5-inch, it allows it to get down inside of it and glue it tight together. Now, of course, this is not going to line up perfectly until I put it all in. Set that off to the side. Alright, we have our key. Alright, now we're going to need an elbow. All this is going to have a slight downgrade to it all the way through it so that it will drain out the other side as well as give force to the cups for the pressure. Alright, now we are going to run an elbow to do a drop down. And let's see, we're going to want to probably have them waters right about here. So we need to get our tape measure. We need to measure down from our PVC pipe. Now give it a half an inch in between the pipe here and down. And there's a 1/2 inch, so we're going to set them at. We're going to need about a 17.5-inch piece of pipe. We're going to measure 17.5 inches. Right there. take my PVC cutters. Cut my pipe. And of course, I'm going to need another elbow. I'm going to go down and then I'm going to run it to the side there. Alright, we're going to take our elbow, our piece, we're going to go down here like so. Put that right there. I'm not going to put any fasteners on because I'm all done. What we need to do is figure out how far over for a cup. And we're going to put that at about 8 inches. Alright, so now we have our 1/2 inch piece of pipe and one of the tees that came with our cups. We're going to come over here and see where that lines up at. And yes, that will be perfect. Alright, now we're going to run over to the other pen. We're going to take our tape measure. We're going to see where we want that one. We're going to put that one about there, so we need a 22.5 inch piece of pipe. Need a 22.5 inch piece of pipe. We have our 22.5 inch piece of pipe. I'm going to run it through. Now, I think I'm going to put a fastener on that to hold it for now. Bring that over here. We're going to put that fastener on here. This. Hold it there for me for right now. We're grabbing one of our tees. We're going to put it on here. See our second watering cup. And we're going to need to put an elbow on here. We're going to run underneath the other door of the chicken coop. We'll grab an elbow, small piece of pipe. Put that elbow into our piece right there where our tee's at. And the piece that we had cut off, which was a little extra, we're going to put down here. And this is just going to lay on the ground underneath the door and come out on the other side. And that is our water for the outside. Alright, now we have everything run. We have our tea coming out of our quick connect, disconnect, a valve, down, in, around the chicken coop door, down to a cup, over here into pen 2, to a cup, down, and runs outside for the drain so I can drain it in the winter time. Alright, today it's a new day. When we were doing the outside watering system, we wound up getting rained out. So it's a new day. It's 63 degrees out, something like that. And we are going to be finishing up. Now we're going to be running our water system into the coop. Alright, we got our T here. It's going to be the other part of running it into the coop. So what we got to do is we got to get us down into here and be able to drill a hole and get it run into the inside of the coop. So first of all, we have cut a 7-inch piece and a 2-inch piece. We have 2 elbows that are going to help us out get that lined up there. Alright, first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to take our 7-inch piece and an elbow. We're going to put that together, put it on our T. Hoping you guys can see this. I'll show it later. It's going to be a little difficult showing you everything in the coop, so we're going to have to go back and forth here with the camera. Alright, we have our 2-inch piece and another elbow. We're going to take and put that together like this. We're going to hook it to the other one where we'll be running into the coop. So as you can see here, we have it run down up against the wall. One thing nice is, before you do anything, just like I said before, you don't glue nothing together. It allows you to move things around to be able to position them where you need them. You get your whole project done, and then you come in and you glue it all together because you have it all lined up. So now we know where to drill our hole. We're going to get our black marker, and we're going to mark where the hole is going to be. We're going to mark that. We're going to take it all apart. Pull it out. You don't have to do nothing else with it. We're going to get our drill. We're going to take our 7/8" drill bit. Come here. We're going to come here and we're going to find our center. Take a piece of PVC pipe and see if it'll fit in the hole. Find out where we're at. There, hole has to be a little bigger. Alright, so now that that looks all good, run through the wall, right up against the wall. We are now going to take and figure out what our length is going to be to run it in to where we need it to go. So I'm going to see what we have here. 65-inch piece. Said 44 on the measurement. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill my other hole in the inside, leave extra, and then cut it off in the inside, so that I get exactly what I need to have. So we're going to take this small piece out. So what I've done here is I've drilled a hole in the other piece of wood. Here's where it comes into the coop. Goes to the other side. And the reason I'm doing it like this is because I want to run that side over there to be able to come around, come out through there, come back on this side here, and then over to our out. Go into our bucket for our return. I have an elbow on it. Alright, so you've seen the inside. What I've had to do is cut myself a piece to go down off the elbow in the inside to get it to the level of where I want it for the chickens. Is 9 inches. So I cut this piece at 9 inches. This is going to come down off the elbow along the divider, and then I'm going to put another elbow on the bottom side. Side where the big chickens are. There's our elbow. I'm going to put this right in here, like so. Okay, so there's where our elbow is going to come in. It's going to come up. See if I can get this to zoom out a little. Alright. And it'll come right across like that. Right down through here. So, let's get our other piece. And go through. You gotta run all the way down through there, out the wall. Now, if you can't tell, we are revamping this whole coop. We're putting walls in the inside, making it all nice and comfortable for the chickens. So now we got to have our down pipe that runs across the wall. Where we have our down pipe. Now we're going to make our pipe that runs across the wall to one of the tees. And that is 17 inches. we'll have to see if the 17-inch one will work. All right, we have our 17-inch piece here. We're going to put it in. And yes, it should work. We're going to add our T right here, which will put our cup about right here. Then our next cup will go over here. And that should allow us to have plenty of room to get through the door and room for them to drink. Little chickies. Alright, as you can see, you can tell our 17-inch piece is going to work. We're going to get one of our tees here. One of our tees that come with our cups. We're going to add that in. We're going to have a 3-inch spacer here, 3-inch piece of pipe. We're going to put in to our T to separate our cup. We're going to get another T, and we're going to put that right next to it. So we'll wind up with a piece looking like this, and that will go on to our 7-inch piece, 17-inch piece of pipe. I got a button. I'm going to pick on my feet. Alright, we're going to come in here. Alright, now that we have our piece set up here, this is where our cups are going to go. Get it on there. Our cups are going to sit right here like that. And then we're going to put a short piece here, come out here, and drill our hole to run back through the other side. Little button there. Okay, we got our little fixture in there for our teas and stuff like that to get the watering cups in there. I don't know if you can see it behind me, but it looks like we're going to get some more rain today. Kind of darkened up on us. It was beautiful this morning, 60-some degrees. Still feels pretty nice out here though. Take a drink of my coffee. So now we have to cut us a little 2-inch piece to get it to hook the elbow to come and bring it out to the other side. So what do we have here? This might be just what we're looking for. Yes, 2-inch piece. This is what we cut off the down part in the inside where we put our elbow to go towards the cups. So just about every piece that I've used on this has been utilized. Anything that I've cut or anything like that has been utilized. All right, so I saved you some time here. I went ahead and did the other side, basically like the first side that we had showed you that we did. We had wound up drilling our hole and running our return pipe out. Alright, so here we go. Basically like the same side. We went through and run it through, drilled our hole through the wall, run it back through, run it clear over here. I have not put this wall on yet for this certain purpose. Runs all the way from over there, down and out. Everything has a downgrade to it. And we come out here, and that's where we're going to run up to our return. Right now, what I'd like to share is this little pump. I'll leave a link below for all the products that I use. This little pump is a submersible or inline pump, so it doesn't matter if this pump gets wet or not. What I like is it's, you can screw it to the wall. Put that cap on. There's our cap. Now that locks it onto the wall. It will not come off unless you unsnap it. Now we took a 1 inch, or I think it's 6-inch hose. Five-inch hose. We took a 5-inch hose and we had put it in boiling water to release it. We'll shove that up on there. Right, that's there. Now you will need 2 more hose clamps for this. It fits pretty tight, but still for sealing purposes, put another couple of clamps on it. Alright, we have I changed the plans a little bit from the drawing. We have our drain for the whole system come out here at the bottom of this, right underneath the bucket, so that I can drain and clean out the inside line in the coop. Alright, let's go in and see the setup inside the coop. We have our main unit here under the coop. As you can see, there's our top pipe. That's our feed in. Runs over here. Go into the other side. Runs through the divider in the coop. Comes down. Runs there, runs back through the wall, comes over here like this, runs around. Now remember, everything has to have a drop to it. Comes over here, get my little chickies out of the way, drops down, runs over, runs through the wall, go outside, comes through the wall there, to a T. We put the drain on for the main system to the T. Then it comes up here, elbows out, comes up, comes into our pump. Now we took and put the 1/2-inch pipe on there. This is your threaded elbow. Comes up from there, goes into the pump. Comes from the pump, comes out of the pump. Now again, this is a submersible pump, so it doesn't have to worry about it getting wet. We are going to close it off though, and goes into the return, into our bucket. So that's the whole unit. There's the outside, runs over, got a cup, runs over to here, and I have my drain right there on the outside. What we're going to do now is we're going to glue it all together, and we'll fill it up, get everything hooked up, and we'll show you how it operates. It's a beautiful day out today. Yesterday when we were installing our piping into our coop, It wound up raining us out again, so it's a beautiful day today. We are going to be gluing our PVC pipe all together. We've got our final, everything is where we need it, the way we like it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to glue it all together. Alright, we have our whole system completely set up. We're doing a trial run. We don't have the garden hose hooked up right now. We're just taking and running it with just a bucket of water in it. It took 2 buckets to fill it, so that's 10 gallons of water that you're running. Alright, we'll go inside here first of all on the outside. All our cups are full of water, both of them. Everything worked out great there. We have our drain. We had to prime the system for the pump. Here's the pump actually in action. I'm going to try to zoom out on this. It's working, it's pumping good, circulating that water. Alright, we come over here. This is our drain. This is our little hand cleaning drain. We changed it up just a little bit, but that's a clean out. Gives you a nice bunch of water. This is our line drain that runs out real good. We'll go inside here. I got the wire run up. I got to put my plug in yet. Both them cups are full of water. Both them cups over there are full of water. Everything's running perfectly. Now you can really see, since I drained a little water out of it, that pump really works good. As you can see here, our leveler, it should give us a gauge for our water fill up, is working good. It went up to the top. The float, that's not working yet because we don't have the garden hose hooked up. The ultimate automatic water pump, all that, all we have to do is add the heater for the winter time. Well, that concludes part 2 of the ultimate watering system for poultry. I'd like to take the time to thank you for watching. If you've liked the content that you've seen here, we are a new channel, we're up and coming. Please subscribe, and we'll see you next time.